Antagonistic, showing or expressing hostility or opposition. Mrs. Fanning is being antagonistic to Mrs. Coleman.
Stop! What? Stop throwing paper at me. I'm trying to study.
What are you insinuating I'm being antagonistic?
You're being very antagonistic. I'm going to tell.
Tell.
Mr. Cooper!
Mr. Cooper, I'm not being antagonistic. Honest.
Who is being antagonistic over here?
Maybe I was because I was bothering her and being
She's
hostile.
still doing it. Do you see this?
Sorry. I'll stop.
Astronomy, the scientific study of the universe, especially of the motions, positions, sizes, composition, and behavior of astronomical objects.
So for our astronomy lesson today, we're going to learn about the placement of the planets and how they evolve around the Earth.
We sure appreciate that Mrs. Fanning is teaching us astronomy.
Astronomy is fun to learn because it teaches you. Caloric, thermal, relating to or associated with heat.
Hey, Mrs. Coleman, you want some candy?
I do want some candy. Let me see. But maybe we better check the caloric value just to make sure it's not too high in calories.
Well, good point. I do think it's a fascinating subject, caloric content, caloric value.
I like to try to ignore caloric value sometimes, but that's not good either.
Yeah, sometimes you have to ignore it, sometimes you have to look closely. Maybe there's one of those times to look closely at the caloric content.
Well, this says I can have 3 pieces for 200 calories. And do you think that's a high caloric value?
If you stick it at, stay with 3, and you don't keep going 3, 6, 9, then you should be okay, I think.
What's the caloric value of the Kit Kat?
Caloric value of the Kit Kat is 4 pieces for 250 calories.
Oh. So this seems like maybe the better deal.
I'd go with this today.
Yeah.
Good job.
Fratricide, the crime of killing a brother.
Miss Coleman, did you hear about the case of fratricide? Miss Coleman, did you hear that Mr. Cooper was killed in a case of fratricide?
Fratricide?
Yes, when a brother kills another brother.
I didn't know Mr. Cooper even had a brother.
He did, and supposedly there was fratricide.
Well, that's horrible. I'll miss Mr. Cooper.
Oh no, we better find out if it's for truth.
Wait. Okay.
What's wrong?
You're alive!
Hi.
We heard you were a victim of fratricide.
What?
Oh my gosh,
You thought my
so
sister
happy.
killed me?
I did. I'm so happy to see you.
Oh my gosh, it's just a mix-up. She tripped me and I fell and now I hurt my knee.
Oh, what a relief.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to see you. Corporal, relating to or affecting the body, or a non-commissioned officer in various armed forces, of a rank immediately below sergeant.
Mr. Cooper, oh my gosh, I have the greatest idea. You know how we can't get the kids to listen and they don't sit down when the bell rings? I have a great idea.
What?
Corporal punishment. Corporal punishment.
I don't have any corporals for students. I don't understand.
No. Corporal like that is a corporal like you're in the Army and your position is a corporal. Corporal punishment is bodily harm. We can go up and spank them with a ruler. Corporal punishment.
Is that even legal anymore?
Actually, it is legal in Illinois, but we probably shouldn't use it. There's probably better ways.
I don't know if the parents would like that.
Yeah.
It's an interesting idea.
True. You know what? Corporal punishment would be mean and would hurt somebody, so let's not do that.
Okay.
All right. I'll think of another. Flexible. Capable of being bent. Pliable. Susceptible to influence or persuasion.
I love this book.
Isn't it a great book?
Yeah.
Hey, I was just thinking, I was wondering if you could be kind of flexible with our class
Well,
schedules.
I used to be able to do a back bend a long time ago. I'm not really good at it, but I can do like this.
What are you talking about?
What?
No, not that kind of flexible. That's one kind of flexible. But
Yeah.
I was asking if you could be like flexible with your thinking, with your schedule, and cover for me.
Oh, okay.
Like,
You want me
yeah.
to do some work for you?
Yeah, you could do back bends for the kids too if you want. But
Yeah, I
that's,
guess I could be flexible.
Okay.
I'll cover your meeting for you. That's fine.
I appreciate that.
All right.
Eulogy, spoken or written tribute, high praise. Okay.
They've asked me to speak a few words about our dear departed Mr. Cooper. Mr. Cooper was a fine teacher. We would eat candy and study the caloric content. And sometimes we would read books about astronomy.
Wow, what are you talking about? This guy sounds amazing. I'd like to meet this person. You're giving a eulogy?
Mr. Cooper, I was just giving a eulogy about you. I thought you were a victim of fratricide.
I thought we went over this. Didn't I tell you? I just hurt my knee.
Oh.
There's no reason to give a eulogy. There was no fratricide. I hurt my knee.
But I spent so much time writing it down. I even did a second
go
draft.
ahead, give the eulogy.
Okay.
That's fine.
So we will miss our dear departed Mr.
Credibility. The ability to inspire belief or trust. A willingness to accept something as true.
You know, you don't want to really be eating that because the caloric intake is really big. And you were talking about how you were going to start watching your caloric intake. And I just don't understand why you're doing that, because we talked about we weren't going to do that.
Mrs. Fanning, you really don't have much credibility. How many chocolate bars are there in front of you?
What?
Right?
What?
Some credibility you have, telling me to watch my intake and look at you.
What, you mean? You can't accept what I'm saying?
You're not inspiring much trust and believability right now.
Sorry.
Uh-huh.
Dormitory. A large room in which many people sleep, e.g. at a boarding school or in a hostel. A building used as living and sleeping quarters by college students.
Oh my gosh, they had a sale on a Target, and they had these great pillows, and I just had this greatest idea. We can turn the room into a dormitory. We can set up cots, we can have pillows, the kids can lay around, they can take a nap if they need to, sleep a little bit like you do in a dormitory, and
Wait.
study.
How are we supposed to study and learn if it's a dormitory? Isn't everybody going to be sleeping in a dormitory?
Well, yeah, but when you have a dormitory room in a college, you study in there too. You know,
I don't know, Fanning. I don't know.
Don't you
I
think it'd
think
be awesome?
maybe you could take this back to Target and we just keep the tables as they are.
Oh, jeez. I thought it was a great idea.
Epicenter, the exact location on the Earth's surface directly above the focus of an earthquake or underground nuclear explosion, the very center or focal point.
I can't stop reading this book.
Oh yeah? What's it about? Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! It's an earthquake! Get shelter! Ah!
This is unbelievable. We're in Illinois. How can there be an earthquake?
Oh my god!
What is with this? We must be at the epicenter for it to be this crazy.
Do you think I could come out now?
Yeah, you can come out. We're at the epicenter, but the earthquake is over, so I think we're all right.
How can we be at the epicenter of an earthquake?
Well, it would not be this bad if we weren't at the epicenter. That's all I can say.
Oh my gosh, that was horrible.
Baby, we will learn new words. Every week we'll learn new words. Test scores going up, up, up. Future's looking up, up, up.